Now, I didn't even realise this until I did maths at university, and it seems quite basic and trivial. Question is, what is the square root of 4? When I was doing A-level maths, I used to think that the square root of 4 was plus or minus 2. And perhaps you thought exactly the same as me, but it wasn't until I got to uni when I was actually corrected that this is not correct. The square root of 4 is just 2 positive 2. The square root of 9 is just 3. The square root of 16 is just 4. When you square root a number, you always get a positive number just because that is the definition of what a square root means. And just to emphasise, exactly the same definition for a power of a half, right? So 4 to the power of a half is positive 2, 9 to the power of a half is positive 3, 16 to the power of a half is positive 4. Positive numbers only. So when you sketch a graph y equals square root of x, you should get something like this, right? So plug in x equals 1, square root of 1 is 1. Plug in x equals 4, square root of 4 is 2, this y value of 2 there, right? You do not want to draw a negative line down here. Now, what if you actually did draw this curve as your answer to this? Well, this curve down here again is not this. This curve here is y squared equals x. It is not y equals the square root of x. Now, you may be thinking, hang on, but surely that there is exactly the same as that. Because when you square root both sides, surely you just get y equals square root of x. Well, actually, now, so long as this y value can be any real value, there are going to be two values of y. Y is equal to plus root x. I just scribbled out the plus sign because you don't really need a plus sign when you've got a square root symbol. Or y is equal to negative square root x, which is why this curve looks like this, where, for example, with the number 4 on the x-axis here, you're going to get 2 or minus 2 on the y-axis. So this curve is different from this curve. And again, it's because when you square negative numbers, you get positive numbers, but the square root of a number is defined to be always positive. So hopefully that helps.